I'm not a politics guy. I never have been. I always try to stay out of it. But on this day and age, it feels like I can't stay silent. So I'd like to officially announce kind of who I endorse
for president.
Mm-hmm. So my
this is gonna come out on Wednesday.
Yeah, right. Which is the day after Fat Tuesday.
So
where we all vote.
So
and then there's early voting, then you start voting, and you have
it's not like
right?
the Olympics. There's not like an opening ceremony to voting. It just you have the one day really to vote. So Tuesday is like voting day.
No, because there'll be president in January, right?
Yeah.
So we have 2 full
months to vote. That's a good point. No, they decide now, inaugurate later.
RFK Jr. Is he one of the options? Hey, I congrats on the winner.
Yeah, we're recording this on Monday.
I'm traveling. Congrats.
And so you guys know way more about stuff than we know. Isn't that funny?
Well,
48 hours.
Weird. Let us know if you can.
Let us know in the comments.
Who won?
Who won?
Let us know down below.
I'm not going to pay attention to anything until Wednesday morning.
The YouTube comments.
And I'm not going to look anything until I just scroll.
Let us know. And I endorse Basic Sellers Wine. I hope you had a bottle with you for the wild night, as I'm sure it was. We got a great episode for y'all. Katie will join us again. She's up there. She's like, I'm gotta get ready and feed her. And
the baby.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a good point. She sometimes does that. She talks in third person.
It may be.
She hungry.
She need nap.
So like, subscribe, and give us 5-star review.
Yep.
It really does help. Give us 5 stars. We haven't asked that in a while. Give us 5 stars, and on the Apple, you can add a little comment. So say 5 stars and tell us who won. And then give your opinion.
Yes, that won't look weird when someone new is like deciding whether or not to listen to this podcast. A
5
lot of 5-star reviews, but it's all like
Kamala. I don't know how to feel about it. Like what? 5 stars. Trump. RFK Jr. Dark Horse.
Vivek. He's still doing stuff.
Roll music.
Correct opinions. Correct opinions.
Holidays are here. Friendsgiving. Christmas. What do you think of? Go.
A big tree. It's incinerating a house.
No.
Okay.
What do you
your wine company bottle.
Any wine.
Base or
wine.
Wine.
My God. You sit around the holiday table. You have nice wine.
I'm so thirsty.
When did you know what? I made my own wine.
That's it.
Basic Sellers. Available in single serve bottles at basicsellers.com. We have a code for you guys. Tracy, Tracy. You get 15% off your order and $100 free. If you spend $100, you get free shipping. So you can get 2 of our 8 packs with the code. Free shipping, $100.
What are the flavors again?
We have a beautiful Italian white wine and a California Pinot Noir for our red drinkers. You can get a mixed pack of both. I legitimately love them. We're already getting repurchase. Go to basicsellers.com for the holidays and embrace basic. Katie is soft. Wouldn't you agree?
In what? Yes.
What?
Yep.
Let me explain.
Go ahead. You go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say because of the Cozy Earth like lounge where she.
That's what I was thinking of too.
Yes,
Cozy
Cozy Earth.
The socks and the sheets, the pillowcases.
Pajamas. We love them. We use them in our household. Jake does as well. Cozy Earth's goal is to help you create a sanctuary within your home. And boy, they've done it for us. We love it. They have superior softness, enhanced fabric with a durable weave fabric. You got to get their pajama set, their cityscape collection.
Yep.
It's beautiful. It's comfy. Jake, tell them where they can get it. And there's a great code for the holiday season.
Well, right now, we want you to wrap the ones you love in luxury with Cozy Earth. Visit cozyearth.com/correct and use the code correct to get 40% off to give the gift of luxury this holiday season. That's cozyearth.com/correct. And if you get a post-purchase survey, say you heard about Cozy Earth from the Correct Opinions podcast, you're going to love it. Get it for yourself. Get it for a friend. 40% off.
I'm excited for what people listening right now. They know what's happening. But I'm excited for these TikToks to end. Boston Global. Polls suggest it's a close race.
Really?
But these maps show it might not be. If the polls I'm reading this verbatim. If the polls underestimate Harris, it shows she's going to win big. If the polls underestimate Trump, he's going to win big.
You guessed it.
I mean, Boston Globe. Someone was like, make this TikTok and post it. I don't know how that's helpful. Well, if they get it wrong this way,
You can imagine the other side.
How if they don't account for all the votes for Kamala, she's going to get more than they think. I'm like, okay. Anyway, get it over with. I voted.
How?
I could, well, when you're listening to this, I can say that. I have it, like, to you right now. But I'm going to do it between now and then.
Yes.
I get the sticker.
I'm planning on shooting some pickleball content tomorrow at a park, voting day. But where the pickleball courts are is also where I'm like sanctioned to vote. So 2 birds, 1 stone.
And I plan to vote.
Katie's here.
It's crazy how many Katie's here, how many places you can vote at. It's kind of fun. Like there's like a Baptist church. But if you vote Kamala at a Baptist church, do you just like disintegrate?
Yeah, it's bad.
I feel like they're kind of like welcome in and vote, and they're really eyeing you like, I dare you.
Yeah, it's kind of a...
But that's Baptist church I grew up. I don't know. Maybe...
I think they do kind of a reverse timeshare. Instead of you getting there and having to sit through a 2-hour presentation, you get to have all the fun, you vote. But if you vote incorrectly, now you got to come sit with us for 2 hours.
Right.
We're going to talk to you.
It's like come in and vote at Planned Parenthood, and you're getting a side look. You're like, which way?
That's interesting.
We got to find more seed. Now that's a problem. I'd like to bring us light here on Correct Opinions. We need more pickleball. Pickleball might skew one way. We need...
I don't know.
You see a lot of...
I'd love to know what the political makeup of pickleball players is. Why?
Hello.
What do you think? Do you think more pickleballers will vote right or left?
That's a tough one.
Yeah. How do people 50 and up? Actually, there's so many in Florida. I think it's you got to think Florida.
Oh, what? It's a sport that's very popular with old white people. Who would they vote? Let us know in the comments.
I think if we're doing this at churches and all sorts of other places these days, why don't businesses open themselves up? Like you can vote at
We should have done this
Village
freaking
Inn.
podcast studio.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Vote
our
people.
home. Yeah, we should have brought people into our home to vote.
No, that's not where this is. No one knows this. Wow, you just gave it away.
I'm not saying
Why
our
don't you
podcast.
say our address?
I'm not saying our podcast studio is in our home. I was
You look
just
beautiful
offering
today.
another. Thank you.
You
place.
look energized.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I like the outfit today.
Yes, I
Thank
love
you.
it too.
Thank
Is that
you.
a new shirt, or is that the same one you've?
I like
Is
the
it-
shirt. It's like American Disabilities Act, New Orleans. And then something else that I can't see because the microphone's covering it.
Adenola.
What is
Sport.
Adenola Sport?
She does this weird stuff. So these are real brands. There's one called Sporty and Rich.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've seen
She
like
wears
a hat or
that
yeah,
says
yeah.
Sporty and Rich. I'm like, is that a good look for our family? And then there's another one that says
Is it accurate?
My favorite daughter on it.
I mean,
Your
that's
favorite daughter?
It says favorite daughter. I am in fact my parents' favorite daughter.
Uh-huh.
I'm the only one. So
Is she your favorite daughter right there in your lap?
yeah, she's my
Get
only
her the
one.
hat.
Yep.
She's your favorite kid though, right?
No, I don't have a favorite kid.
At least if you gun to your head, because she doesn't try to murder her sibling like the other
That
one.
was really distressing yesterday.
Ooh, story time.
Thomas, you know, like I said last week, he's very sweet, but occasionally really likes to act out. And last night I was at the sink. She was in her kind of like swing chair, which was maybe a little risky to begin with, to put her that
The robotic
accessible.
Cool.
It's the
And
best.
Thomas has golf clubs
It's like
that he
we're
plays
this,
with.
if Elon, that robot, is gonna be able to like put them down for naps and
Yeah.
stuff. It's gonna be unreal.
Be careful.
It's creepy. But he picked up his golf club and I just saw it in his eyes.
Wooden golf
He was
club.
across the room and I saw it immediately and started running as he was running towards her. And I did not make
like
it
a
there in
maniacal
time.
laugh as he's like, and like comes down on her, misses the head. Thank goodness.
Why does he do that?
We don't know.
I don't know, but we're trying to get rid of him.
Derek, do you have any? See, I feel like
I had
Tell
two
me if you were-
girls
I
that
was
were
gonna
older,
say
so I think
the-
that helped.
that's a big. Any parents of
Dude.
boys first, let me know if
So-
I'm doing something
such a-
wrong. He is, again, sweet 90% of the time, and then occasionally he just is like, "Can we be done with her?"
Okay, I'm my toddler. I've just tried to murder my sister, and you are me. You're like any dad ever.
Okay.
You're furious. You're like, it's my time to be a father. So
Okay.
I go,
Hey.
Oh, she's crying. Start crying. Start crying.
Hey,
No, you are Katie crying.
Thomas, we do not hit. We don't hit our baby sister. We don't hit anyone.
Hit?
No, we do not. No, you don't ever, not even for fun, you don't hit your sister like that. Gosh. Stop hitting.
Oh, vacuum. Pick this up. And you're in the middle of like, what am I supposed to, he has no idea what's going on. I'm like, hey, look at me. I said, look me in my, I tried to be real, hey, son, look me in my eyes. And then he did this thing and he started giggling and tried to touch his eyeballs to mine. And then I was like, we don't hit. He was like, oh. Boom. He was like, it's like almost as if he thought I was saying, hey, what'd you do exactly? He's like, oh yeah, I tried to kill her.
So what I did.
Yeah. Real hard.
Again,
and then it's psycho and you're like, okay, go hug her.
And then he hugs her really
and he
sweet.
walks up, he's like,
He
oh yeah,
does.
I love to hug her. And he hugged her. And then he ran over and just played with his toys.
So yeah.
He's a psychopath.
Well, that seems better case. It sounds like he doesn't know that he's maybe going to injure her.
I
He's
don't
like,
think
this is the same as hugging.
I think he's just playing, or I don't. Yeah, I mean, again, this probably screams we are first time parents.
Have you Googled like
We haven't really
18-month-old boy?
Has he been out yet?
He's got a kink for
timeout.
violence.
We have not tried
I
timeout.
put my youngest in timeout for the first time yesterday, and he lost it, and that killed me. So that would be hard.
How do you?
Your youngest is like 18 months or something?
Yeah.
Do they know?
It's,
I was gonna
it's
say-
10 seconds standing there saying, you're in timeout, and then he just collapsed and started saying, no.
I did a thing yesterday again. I'm like, is this helping or not? Where he's starting the food. Oh, it's a nightmare. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do good old school. He was sitting with me, and we were working on this little smoothie pouch, and he sucks half it down. He's like, all right. I was like, no, we're gonna finish it. Mm-hmm. And he's like, no. I was like, yes. I said, no, what? I'll sit here all night. I just like, I can see how parents
He
do this. I'm
really
like,
reverted to, like,
I will
classic
sit
dad.
here for hours. Do you want to get down and play? Yes. You have to finish this. No. And he just he writhed and screamed for 20 minutes, and then he finished it.
All right.
And I was like,
brick by brick.
now, I've yet to Google and like confirm
If that's the correct
if
method
they're
or
like,
not.
that's actually making it way worse. But it was a very rare like win. Like what I tried to do, it actually worked.
But then you did it this morning
Did
too
this
with his
morning.
breakfast, and he gave him much quicker, and then he like ate more, and we're just
Yeah.
like, what? I don't know what.
He's psycho.
No, he's
They're
just
like,
a
dude.
toddler.
I don't know, man. I don't want to Google it because I'm scared.
He's
Like,
a sleep deprived toddler, is what he is.
And it
That
may not be
daylight saving,
psychopath. It could be sociopath or some type of
there's
schizo.
so many other options.
Yeah,
Good.
there's a lot of
Uh-huh.
options.
Yeah.
Just a
Could
sadist.
be. Yeah. Do you feel like he's caught wind of his Halloween?
Yeah.
Did he catch wind of one kid coming to
was
the door, and he was kind
terrified
of
of
like,
those kids for sure.
Really? Didn't like.
but he was enticed.
He was kind of like, wait, I'm scared. Yeah.
You have a
this
lot of
you-
trick or treaters? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna ask you. You guys are like in a real neighborhood now. Do you have a lot more trick or treaters than?
It wasn't
normal?
like extraordinary, but the most we've ever had.
Yeah, definitely.
100 groups.
Yeah.
No way.
That's pretty good.
New PR for you guys.
Yeah,
Wow.
you just got a couple dozen or something.
Yeah, we had probably 11.
Yep, same.
11
11.
total
We're popping
kids.
pretty good.
11 total kids.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Were 4 of them your neighbors?
Oh, like no. They do not trick or treat.
Oh, okay.
I told them they should start a tradition where what they think trick or treating is they come over and me and Rachel are in costumes.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
just what
there
they
you
think
go.
Halloween is.
Yeah, there you
Like,
go.
let's go see how they dressed up.
Did you guys dress up?
No,
Okay. I was gonna
No.
say that would be commitment for those 11 kids.
no, we actually set up a little solo stove out on our driveway and just like
That's a
greeted the kids
classic
outside.
move,
Yeah,
Fun.
yeah,
Get
it
a
was
little
fun.
fire sitting there.
Uh-huh.
But did you
Fun.
feel kind of like, oh, there was barely any, so why'd we do this? Or was it still
Rachel's
nice?
parents were in town, so that's kind of what it was. Like just hang out
Okay.
outside. It's
That's
not
fun.
too cold outside.
It's amazing what you do when in-laws come to town. You're like, let's do a fire in the driveway. You're just trying to find things to do. You're like,
I unpacked the solo stove that day. I got it as a wedding gift and unpacked it an hour before
this
they
will
got
be,
there.
my father-in-law will be thrilled with this.
Yeah, you don't touch I do
Smokeless.
the fire.
Yeah, smokeless.
I don't know how it
Remove the
works.
smoke. I don't know.
Something else, huh?
Yeah, any more? I don't want to sound weird, but where are all those kids? Are they coming? Yeah.
I don't want to sound double weird, but what happened to the cheerleaders? What happened to the, all these demon this, goblin that? What happened to quarterback and cheerleader?
Come on.
There were a couple of funny comments I got from the trick-or-treaters. They were personal, but one of them was like a 13, 14-year-old boy who came to the door and just kind of looked at me, goes, You're Trey Kennedy's wife. This is his house? I was like, yes.
No.
No, we just podcast here.
Just a friend. It's just a voting booth.
And it's a voting booth. And then another
How'd you
kid
get on my voting booth?
came to the door. It's like a group of like 3, probably, I don't know, 12-year-olds or something. And he goes, oh, wow, there's furniture in this house now. Like looking into our home.
What's that supposed to mean?
And I was like,
You wise guy?
what do you mean? Was there?
Number one, don't peer too far into my house.
I was like, what boy is like, what kind of furniture they got in there?
Whoa, what'd you go with? Oh, the Chase Lounge. Good splurge, guys. It's worth it.
But I was like, maybe there's
Restoration
some good,
Hardware.
there's some good like tea here. And I was like, what do you mean there's no furniture? He's like, well, our friend used to live in this house and they just like had one couch in the living room. They
Oh, yeah,
didn't
he
have
starts
any
spilling.
Yeah.
And then Katie's like just one couch? Like she's like, do you want to come in? I was like, you can't invite him in.
What's even funnier is that after that, we were on a walk the next day and he was riding his bike next to us. And I was like,
That's
hey.
one couch guy.
I said, I gave Katie
Well, his
last
chain
night.
came off.
His chain came off.
So
he
we
was-
don't just like every boy who runs by like, hey.
no.
So it's like, are you good, buddy? He's like, yeah.
And I was like, hey, you came to our house last night. You told us there was only one couch in our house. He was
Hey,
like,
you were that goblin last night.
I was like
recognize
trying
you.
to get more information.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was like, and
I was
she's
like, so how long did they live here? What?
He's like,
what
well,
do you
not long
mean?
after the murder-suicide. Like, oh my gosh. I shouldn't have asked.
It was.
did you find the secret door in the basement? Yeah, she was just this cute boy is just trying to like put his chain back on his bike and get home. And she's like, who all lived there? Like,
Leave
what
in a
was-
hurry.
It was funny. The kid's like, there was some weird stuff going on, man. He said that.
He was definitely
and
just
then drove off.
repeating what like his parents said or something. Like, yeah, there was some weird stuff. We're not really sure. I don't know. It was
I
funny.
was again. It doesn't. I mean, we're all neighbors, right? If you're aware of who I am, they know I live there. But there's a little bit of element of like, should I be at the front door all the time? And the first one I did, there's a group of like 3 12-year-olds, like, oh, my mom loves you. And I was like, I don't know.
Happy Halloween.
And I felt old. But I was like, dude, their mom's probably 38.
Oh, cool.
How old does that make you feel? If like a 12-year-old boy comes up to you, he's like, my mom loves you. You're like, your old mom. You're like,
Yeah, you're right.
we could have gone to high school together.
Yeah, that is kind of wild. We had some kids come who knew Rachel from a previous internship she did.
Oh.
It was the reverse of what you had. It was like, hey, I think I know your wife who lives here. Is she around? I was
Oh.
like, oh, yeah, I think she's
Yeah.
just inside. I'm sure she'll be back out soon. You guys hang out. And so they did. They just hung out with me and my in-laws until Rachel came back outside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like when she was like a school teacher or counselor.
Yeah, just like last semester or something.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Less
I
weird.
do think being a school teacher, there's got to be a lot of kind of weird moments of like, I loved seeing my students here. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like our friend has had a few kind of funny moments where it's like, I'd prefer not to see my students here.
Or just seeing them dressed up, whether it's some that are like really like dark and scary, and you're like, that makes sense. Or seeing some girl who went for the naughty nurse, and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see that in my student.
Yeah, that's fair.
But we had a great time. Thomas handed out candy. It was very cute.
That's
He
fun.
loved it. It
He
was.
loved it.
Seeing a costume.
Yes, Eva and Thomas were pumpkins. Very original.
Well, it was just like a hoodie with a pumpkin face
Yep,
on it.
that's
That's probably good.
Katie did mail it in a little bit. Well, I'm not judging her, but there was 2 under 2 vibes. She's like had this thing on the way. He's gonna have his tool set, everything, this, and that. She's like,
we were
"It's a
getting dressed to
pumpkin- it's a shirt
go,
with a
and I was
pumpkin on
like,
it."
Yep.
no. And I didn't even purchase these. My mother did. So even more of a cop out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Have you heard about the Dallas pumpkin lady? I just learned about this yesterday.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have.
Makes a killing.
She
We
makes
Like a
should,
rapper or something?
Derek, you should get that pulled
Yeah.
up. Yeah, have you heard about this, Trey? What was your guess?
Are you referring to like a big?
She's huge. No.
Is she like the mattress Mac of pumpkins?
No, I don't think so. She provides a service, and it is decorating like front entryways, porches with pumpkins.
Oh, and she's just a bajillionaire.
Yeah.
Yes.
And think about you. She only does it in the fall.
Yeah, she
I
works
mean-
like
And
6 weeks a year.
Is it the classic? It's like these two rich people that they're like, here's $5,000.
Yeah.
Trick out my porch.
Yes.
All right, we got to see this.
You may have seen elaborate pumpkin
little news
displays
story.
on social media, at businesses and homes. Natalie Haddad shows us how one Dallas mother has turned her pumpkin porch decorating into a full-blown business.
I love that talk.
A job like this
Into a full
has to start
Good B-roll, guys.
before sunrise. I'll fit this one
That's her.
back here.
no, really
That's
good.
because
Let's
Heather
watch the
Torres
B-roll
has
again, Derek.
hundreds of homes to
Watch the
spice
B-roll
up.
again.
I lace some.
Watch the B-roll.
I love
If
the-
you don't
I
know
want
what
the
B-roll
tires.
is, it's those shots that are just random like this. I mean, they
All
gave
right.
us it was like those Casey Neistat vlogs. It was like car in the key. Like whoa.
Has to start
Trash truck tire. Boom, boom,
Before
boom,
sunrise.
boom. Oh, wheelbarrow. Out of
Dude,
focus.
I love the news.
back here.
I love it.
That's because Heather Torres has hundreds of homes to spice up.
I lace some like as they come, but then I also will turn some on their sides.
Pumpkin spice, of course.
We will cross over the 1,000 threshold today, actually, and those are 1,000 different porches.
Heather
need a
is the
finished product.
mastermind behind porch
Yeah,
pumpkins.
this better wow
Friends
me.
have been asking me like, "Would you do this? A pumpkin display like yours for my home?"
It's in the
Washing
name.
the pumpkin.
Heather
I did a lot.
is in the business of decorating homes with pumpkins across the Metroplex, offering packages that range between
habanero?
$750 and
pause it,
$1,300.
pause
She snuck in a thing of broccoli in there.
I mean, I'm not making fun of her at all. Good for her.
Yeah.
She's making a bunch of
smart
money
lady.
doing that. She just sets pumpkins on your steps.
She doesn't have any kind of like skill that we couldn't also do it with an hour of our time.
You just get in
And
the
she's
right.
making a ton of money. Good job.
Yeah, she's
You
done
know?
1,000 orders.
I mean, these houses are not small.
It said
either.
between 500 and 750.
I read an article. It was between like $350 and like $1,300. I think is the average.
Include
range
like
between
everything included, right?
$750 and
I'm guessing that's for the pumpkins as well.
$1,300.
She,
750 to 1,300.
How? Oh, that's what she said.
She
How
almost
much
makes-
is a pumpkin? You bought some.
I mean, I got 4 for $8 or $10 of those, like
Small
this size.
ones.
Yeah,
So pumpkin. We'll say pumpkins.
$10.
About maybe half the cost of pumpkins.
Do they grow naturally in Dallas, or is it too hot?
organic.
She
Did he ship?
She
Did she
shipped
ship
them
them
in. She
in?
got mules.
I did see she also makes money on the cleanup and removal. She adds another chart or like, hey, if you want me to come pick these up, I can do that as well.
I mean that
smart.
yeah, I would. Yeah, think about trying to get rid of all those pumpkins. That
Yeah.
sounds horrible.
I mean, gross. Let the
When
raccoons
we
do
just
it.
bought like 2 pumpkins, they rotted on our porch.
It is annoying to get rid of them.
Yeah, it's smart though, because
Good for
everyone
her.
decorates for Christmas and stuff. But I guess people want Halloween decorations as well. Fall vibes.
Service for everything. I was already thinking about, we want to, if I may switch to Christmas now. It is Christmas.
You may.
With a little fall. I like to do both.
I'm sure sitting
For
over
3
here
weeks.
in fall.
We get to do both. And you're welcome.
Okay.
We get real trees. Are you guys real or fake tree?
Yeah, what fig?
Fake tree.
real tree.
You leave it. You leave
Fake
it.
tree.
You leave it decorated. You put a little thing over it.
It's up.
Yeah.
Looks great. Easy. More cost effective. Safer. It checks every box.
Yeah.
And what does a real tree do for you? She claims she's like, wow, our home, we're in the middle of British Columbia. It smells so
Smells.
much like tree. No, it doesn't.
You can't.
Oh, you buy
smell
candle. You can buy
anything, so it doesn't matter.
It smells faintly like pine, and we could buy a candle.
You know, half the time those real trees end up smelling like smoke because they catch your house on fire.
Exactly. Oh yeah. One. Poof. You ever seen those?
No.
Catch fire? It's shocking. It's horrifying.
We grew up
There's
having
needles
one.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's
You
like a match.
Water it.
It's a giant match.
Bugs.
No.
Bugs.
We only had one disaster growing up, and it was that the
And then,
real Christmas tree fell over on top of one of my brothers sleeping on the couch. He was fine.
That one who's a little off.
He was fine.
And then how do you get rid of the tree? Tell me how you get rid of the tree.
How I get rid of the tree is you take it outside and then you say, Katie, you need to get rid of the tree. You're the one who wants the real tree. And then it sits out there for a little while and then you get rid of it.
Of course this doesn't work, but I was like, I said, I do all this. You get rid of it. Because I don't really get rid of trees. It's annoying. She's like, okay. It just sat. And I finally solid it up and got rid of it. And I said, that's it. We're never doing this again because you didn't fulfill your end of the bargain, and we're
You're in
going
the
to get one
burbs now, though.
immediately.
They have services. That
Yeah,
bring-
yeah,
you're
yeah.
Well,
not-
that's my point. We want a nice big tree. I'm
And Thomas
sure
is
there's someone I can call and
so
have a tree within 3 days.
Thomas is so excited about having a real tree in his house. I already hyped him up.
Yeah,
course.
you pass that down to him.
Yeah.
didn't you? Thomas, you don't want a fake tree, do
Ew,
you?
that's so boring.
Never in my life
Yeah.
did I think I'd have real trees. But our old house, we had like 7.5 foot ceilings.
Yep.
'Cause it was like an existential crisis when I went to Home Depot, and she's like, this one. I was like, how tall do you think our ceilings are? That's a 9 foot tree. We have to get this tree that's shorter than me. And she was devastated. So we now have in the living room 10-foot ceilings, not to brag.
Wow, I'm gonna
not
go
to
Clark
brag.
Griswold.
So we're gonna get some size in there, man.
Wow.
So
See, he's on board now. See how excited he is.
I'm excited. I'm excited that we're in a home where we can have, because a 6 foot tree is a little dinky, right? You want to at least go 8.
You want it to be
What are you
taller
working
than
with?
you.
8, I think.
Yeah.
It's just standard size tree.
It's nice. 6 is a little, like I
It's
get
got to go
every
above
girl-
a doorway.
Every girl wants at least
Yeah.
6 feet. You have some little. Oh,
Oh,
she still needs to be taken care of every day.
yeah. Every minute, actually.
It's unreal.
Still high maintenance.
Could she show it to the camera? She's looks more like a cute baby now.
She is getting a little bit of baby acne right now. Poor
I didn't know that was a
Eva.
thing.
Yep, that's what our babies have. Pizza face. Back me
Don't
too.
close your ears. Close your ears, Eva.
You're a beautiful young girl, Eva.
She is. She's starting to smile.
Smile, Eva.
Please.
How old was Thomas when he went in the mic and went?
I don't know. That's a
Give
great
her
question.
one chance. Give her one chance. Oh, I think you just slammed her head into. Give her one chance,
Yes,
and
hey.
you gotta really hold her up so she knows she's on stage. I think.
Oh, okay. You're on
Get the
stage,
lights in
Eva.
her face.
And
And we're live. Eva, how's it going?
You'll never make it in this business.
Man, she looks like Thomas.
Yeah, it just looks like
She
Thomas.
looks just like Thomas.
Well, cute girl. We just finished. We're caught up to date with the Golden Bachelorette. Do you want to hear an update?
Oh, yes.
Golden Bachelorette.
Rachel's parents are pretty into it.
You talk about it over the fire.
Yeah,
Right.
a little bit.
We're getting close to the grand finale. She's down to 2.
Really?
And here's a real hot take for you. Do you think the producers, Katie, are regretting not betting her more because she mentions her deceased husband 70 times an episode?
Oh, no.
No, I don't think so. I
You
think
think it's
that,
sweet?
that
You don't think it's
adds-
getting a little much?
No, I think that adds to the charm. You'd be a
It
little.
does, but it's like a little. Now we're down to the bottom, and you're kind of like, all right, she's about to move on with one of these 2 guys, and she's
Finally.
like, I'm just really thinking about the other guy.
My husband's just so dead.
Yeah.
How did he die?
You know what? You know what's
Cancer?
crazy? Well, no, that was one of the other deceased spouses. It was a Christmas tree that caught on fire.
Really? Yeah, house fire caused by Christmas.
Just inferno.
Was he the guy who was like an Olympic
Like a
athlete
fried shrimp.
and still didn't have time to get out of the house because that's how quickly they go up in flames?
Yes.
Yep. I've heard about that.
And luckily, she was out of the house.
That is not. But I
She
think
was playing
that
pickleball.
it was only like 3 years ago. So
It is kind of recent.
that's not that long ago for
pretty recent.
having a spouse.
And it's been very sweet all along the way. But I'm just saying, I wonder if the producers are kind of like, we kind of need her to move on to these 2 guys.
Yeah, it needs you to choose someone. You win on the show.
Yeah.
Who are the 2 guys? Do we like them?
Yeah.
You know, the coolest guy left. He left on his own accord, which is even a cooler move.
Dang.
Kind of felt like he was like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it.
Really?
I mean, I feel like
See,
she was maybe her favorite.
I think that they didn't
He's a
vet the
French guy. He's
contestants
cool.
enough because he left because he like wasn't ready. Like I feel like you should be ready if you go on the show.
Yeah.
Have you watched the show? But he kind of has to figure it out. He's like 70, so like, when's he ready? Like when's he?
Yeah, I don't
I
think
your,
he's
I feel
ever
like your
gonna-
relationship
ever
bounce
gonna be
back
ready.
time's got to really speed up at that age.
Yeah. It needs
You're like,
to.
you know what? He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna fast from women for a year. It's It's like, dude, you have 7
He
left.
doesn't want to
Yeah.
be with anyone ultimately, I don't think. I mean,
You could sense that.
he had a pretty good chance. I think he just kind of wants to have fun.
Oh, dirtbag.
I didn't say that.
She's down to Chalk and Guy.
Oh yeah.
Which you can't make that.
Chalk.
You
You can't
mentioned
make
me.
that stuff
You
up.
told me about chalk.
Chalk and Guy.
How do you come up with that name?
Chalk, maybe like a Charles riff. Is Chalk a name or is that totally made up?
It sounds Native American. Is it CHOC?
CHOCK.
Chalk.
Chalk.
It's of Anglo-Saxon origin, if you didn't know.
Is that us?
It's giving me a last name. It's a surname,
Maybe
it's
it was
probably the
a
good old
maiden name,
classic
yeah.
maiden name. People do that. I roasted you on a couple of my press interviews I've done as of late.
You roasted me on your
Because
press interviews.
I'm promoting the children's book, which it's coming out soon. Pre-order it, you get free stickers. My children's book.
Fun.
Thanks. And they love to ask, because it's kind of the book's kind of making fun of the baby name culture, and they go, did your wife ever come at you with a crazy name? Which I think is a good interview question. And I go, yeah, I've got a great example. She tried to hit me with the old maiden name trick. It's a trick is what it is. For what you ever had has Rachel thrown this at you yet? She's like, my mom's maiden name is Srellam.
So maybe we go Srellam.
You're like, I don't think that means we should. What's your wife's maiden name is Coop.
Yes.
Which is a cool maiden
So like
name.
Cooper could work, but we're not feeling it.
And what are the maiden names y'all working with?
Graham.
Graham's a great name.
That's
That
a cool
actually works
name.
out pretty well.
I got Vic, which is kind of cool. I don't
Oh,
Vic?
Wow.
Oh yeah, that makes sense for your culture.
I actually
for
like
sure.
the name Graham for a guy,
Graham. I
Actually-
like Graham a lot actually, and
but that's your
I'd be honest, we already claimed it.
Yeah, well, you can. I'm sure Rachel's
Your mom already
mom's side of the
claimed
family
it.
would want that.
Understand? Yeah.
your mom claimed it. That's her grandma name.
Oh, that's also my grandma's grandma name.
You guys really did claim it.
So I feel like we should, if we have another boy, name him Graham. Just really make it confusing.
It'd be funny.
Yeah.
Because there's a Grant running around.
When Rachel first started talking about her grandma Graham, I thought it was like her little nickname for her grandma.
Yeah.
Like Grandma Graham. I
Yeah.
was like, that's kind of a red flag. All right, not actually a red flag, but I'm like, that's kind of a nick.
But
Graham.
Graham.
Turns out that's just her legal name.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, great, good. We're fine.
We actually did, my great grandmother, we called her Gran, because it was like my mom's, I don't know.
Might as well just call her Old Bag.
She
Graham.
was
Raisin
really
Gran?
old.
She was really old. Yeah, gross. Bag of Bones. We're going to Bag of Bones' house.
Old
What's your
geezer's
Bag
house.
of Bones? We're going to go to the geezer's house.
Hey, look at the skeleton's closet. That's fun.
The chocolate. They asked, so to answer your question, I said, you threw at me one time, you had a maiden name, Bridges, plural. And Katie was like, what if we went Bridges? And I was like, I'm going to go grab a drink down the street. I had to.
You
I
would
said,
prefer it to be
"What?"
singular? Bridge?
No, I couldn't.
Just curious.
For a moment, it was like, if your spouse has ever done something so insane,
who did I marry?
Who did I marry? I had to think about it and pray about it. Because you wanted to name our kid just a plural noun.
You considered naming our daughter the name of one of your guy friends. That's even weirder.
Steven?
No. You threw out Cameron. Which
I
you
don't have a friend named Cameron. Oh, we've reunited a bit.
Bridges would be tough though, because that is a noun.
Bridges,
It is.
Bridges.
Rachel
I'd
grew
be
up
like,
on
are
a-
you singing a song? Are you
yeah,
looking for a
it's,
bridge?
it's about to get to the chorus.
Mm.
Rachel grew up on a farm, and so she threw out silos to me.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe forklift, not silos.
At least make it one of the cool things. Like a silo
Yeah.
just sits there,
Yeah, make it do something.
rots.
Whoa.
Oh, bless you.
Crop dust.
Crop dust.
Crop dust.
Crop dust.
Hey, crappie. Crop CD. At least make it fun. Okay, yeah, give me a children's book. Thank you.
Hey,
whoa.
hey. Wake
Dude,
up,
I've-
dude. We're podcasting.
I've gotten so good at sleep. I'm always so cozy.
Really? How?
Yeah. My sheets, they're so breathable, dude. You would think, you would think if I was underwater, I had gills. Does that make sense?
Yep. That's
Cozy Earth
really breathable.
Cozy Earth sheets are a proud sponsor. You've heard us talking about them. They're game changers. Jake and I both sleep on them. Our wives sleep on them too.
Yep.
And in bed with us.
Yep.
Separately.
It's awesome.
As couples separately. I sleep with Katie.
Rachel for me.
Because there's bedding and bath products are unreal. They pride themselves on responsible production of its products. They have a 10-year warranty. That's how much they believe in their products. They have a durable weave fabric that won't pill. Okay, you see these fabric, the pills.
It really is nice. It's something different. It's viscose from bamboo. It's so soft. It's so cozy. I truly love Cozy Earth stuff. I mean, we sleep on their sheets. Rachel was wearing, no joke, last night we slept in their sheets. Rachel was wearing Cozy Earth socks and I was wearing Cozy Earth shorts to bed.
Yep, they have pajamas. Their bamboo pajama set for men and women. They love them. Katie loves them. They've got their Cityscape collection, which is designed for comfort and functionality.
Whoa.
Their sweats that are a must-have in loungewear space. It's the holidays. Give a great gift. It's practical. It's good sheets. It's good, comfy clothes. Wrap the ones you love in luxury with Cozy Earth. Visit cozyearth.com/correct. Use our exclusive 40% off code.
Wow.
Correct. To give the gift of luxury this holiday season. That's cozyearth.com/correct. If you get a post-purchase survey, say you heard about Cozy Earth from us, correct opinions, cozyearth.com/correct. Crazy segue. This popped in my head, and I almost texted you, and I'm glad I didn't, just so we can experience it now in this moment.
Can't wait.
But had a little dad's night, just grabbed a beer or two with some buddies, just becomes more and more special as you get busier. And we were walking around downtown Shawnee, having a ball, and my buddy, being purely facetious and mocking me, was like, "Hey, you know this guy?" Because it was like Comedian Live at one of those tiny little venues down there.
Yeah, Aztec Theater.
Yeah,
like that.
And it was, and I know you're gonna remember that, Johnny Beaner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was there?
yeah.
No way.
Johnny
Like a
Beaner
mile from my house?
was the first ever guy who,
No way.
the first show I ever headlined in Madison, Wisconsin in 2019.
Yeah.
He was the local comic who like did a set,
Oh.
and he was this nice guy.
Is he from Madison?
I think so.
Wow.
Because he had when he was there, he had just moved back, and he'd spent time in LA, New York, doing the whole thing. And he has a couple like late night credits, like how to.
He'd been on Conan a couple times.
And we always spoke highly of him because we've been around some strange ones, and he was good. He had a great set, and he was nice. I'll just never forget the conversation we had. He walked in. It was a Monday night in Madison, sold out. And of course, it's my first show. This guy, the comedians, it's a tight knit. There's not a lot of them, so he's been in it long enough. He's probably like, who in the world has a sold out show on a Monday? And he's like, who? I've never heard of you. What's happening? And I was kind of like, I don't know what's happening either. And I just thought it was great. We missed him, but
That's so fun. You're walking
wow.
around and that you knew the guy. Mm-hmm. Shawnee, man.
that would have been a fun one to pop in.
Yeah, that's great. I would love to see him again just because, my first time ever doing stand up, I did 5 minutes and then he went on and did 10, which was the exact, it was like mainly what he did on Conan O'Brien. So it obviously crushed and then I had to go back up there and do another 5 afterwards. I was like, man, this is a bummer. I do not like Johnny Beaner anymore.
Beaner, what a last name.
Yeah, he mentioned that.
A great opening joke is the best, and I'm trying to find my next one, but he said, "My name's Johnny Beaner, so that sucks." That was great. Or I think he said, "That sucked growing up."
Yeah.
Something like that. Guys' night, we had a great time.
That's fun. Just walk around downtown Shawnee.
Got Taco Bell.
He sure did.
And it's always met with this attitude, and I'm sick of. And she was still up.
I was feeding
And she
her
walks out.
water.
Well, there's it was an hour that's it could go either way, and I just walked in with it, and I think I said, just save it. I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this. She's like, okay.
When's the last time you tried it, Katie?
I can remember it was New Year's Eve
Oh, boy.
going into 2020. So
Oh, best year ever.
there's only one reason why I agreed to try it.
You get coronavirus? Maybe that's what started it.
Yeah, maybe.
Of course, New Year's Eve. You've had a great time. I was like, There's nothing like it in that with Taco Bell. I'm still doing it from time to time. It's rare.
Yeah, it is.
There was
It's
a
very
time
rare.
of marriage where there was probably some,
It was questionable.
I was like a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a classic. Katie, I was like, I can't even believe I'm trying. She's like, cheese quesadilla.
That's when you knew.
Wolf that thing down, and you were happy
You need to go back because I was in Amish country, Indiana,
Okay.
2 weekends ago. 11 o'clock at night, nothing's open.
Okay.
So I'm in a position I have to go to Taco Bell, and I'm there. The menu's a little different.
What'd you get? Because
Well,
you
they-
can't have beef.
Yeah, they have a lot of chicken stuff. And what's the part of the menu? The cantina part of the menu? or
Taco
something?
Bell Cantina.
Cantina.
I never visit. I'm going at a shameful hour. I'm not like, could I have a salad? But that's their like healthy attempt.
This is my bridges for you guys. Bridges the gap.
You'd like the Cantina.
Yeah.
The Taco Bell. No. That Taco Bell. I don't know what that menu's called. The Cantina's their like party alcohol version of the store. Like
I think
West.
they might be kind of the same name. Because I had that thought too. The ones that are open till 4 a.m. and like
one
have a
that's-
DJ in it
yeah.
are called like Taco Bell Cantinas. And also
Yeah.
part of their menu that's healthier, I think is also called Cantina.
Interesting.
Which is very Taco Bell of them to not get
Derek,
too
can you
crazy
find
with
it?
the verbiage.
yeah.
Find it. That is.
It's cantina in the day means healthy food. Cantina at night means party.
You're right. The Cantina Power Menu, and then the Taco Bell Cantina is also the name of just like the one with the DJ.
Yeah, they just use the same word.
Where you go in.
It's like their menu.
It's just the same thing, but drunk. You go in at 1 a.m. to a normal Taco Bell. There's like a homeless guy asleep.
Like, oh my God.
And you go to the canteen at 1 a.m. and there's like a frat boy asleep.
Yeah, and he's asleep
They're
from
both
having
great
too many
experiences.
spiked Baja Blast. Different kind
Yeah,
of sleep.
truly.
And you talk about going into a place where you know your order's going to get messed up. You think of a regular Taco Bell where there's no music or drinking, and there's other one, and you're just like, listen, I know this guy. I know most of these clientele don't matter about their order. I'm not in the same position as them. I do want my order like quickly and correctly, and they're just like, you're at the wrong place.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know if many other people see it this way, but it's election season right now. I like to view how our country's doing based off of fast food experiences. Like I've seen a decline recently. Like my order's never right these days. Even Chick-fil-A is messing up. America's got to get right. That's how I view. That's my entire political lens is seen through my fast food experiences.
My brother was telling us he used to do a job where he had to drive kind of like all over Texas, and he was in an area where he was working at a factory, and he was like, hey, I'm gonna go grab lunch, where should I go? And they were like, oh, you probably don't want to go around here, you need to go further. He was like, I don't have time. So there was a Wendy's, and he went to go inside, and the door was locked. And so he went through the drive-thru. He's like, hey, why is the door locked? They were like, we can't have customers inside anymore, we get robbed like every day. And
Every day.
Are they in
and he was like, what?
North Africa? Why?
And he said, then they proceeded to say they
He's
even
like,
tried
well,
to get
joke's
robbed.
on you. I'm robbing
I'm
you.
robbing
In the drive-thru.
Is
He
it
said
pretty
even
easy?
through the drive-through, he was like, yeah, they said pretty frequently we have a gun pulled on us and we have to close the window and all get to the floor.
Oh
I'm
my
like, you're
gosh.
still working there? You're getting minimum wage and you're getting a gun pulled on you?
Yeah, your brother's like, and these people get away with it pretty easily? Oh yeah, every day.
yeah.
And what do they have to do to get the money?
Yeah.
Do they ever sometimes say they have a gun even if they don't
If
have
they
one?
don't have a gun, yeah.
Yeah, they do. All right. Well, it's a bad time to bring it up, but I have a gun too. Yeah. Money in the bag.
But I mean, yeah, that's terrifying.
Jeez.
I did a. Go on. You guys still listen?
Huh?
I did a press thing this morning, and I logged on. So I'm doing all this press for books and basic, local news, national news, whatever. And she's like, oh, hey, Trey. Oh, wait, we'll just go in just 1 second. She's like, I guess I'm the only one in this whole studio who likes your videos.
That's the start?
And I feel like it was like early, I'm already thinking like, all right, I got to pep up here for a little segment. She's like, no one here likes you. You're on in 2.
I asked everybody, even HR, no one's heard of you.
HR said you're problematic. I just love, just every day you're humbled in this business. It's a great feeling.
Very direct sometimes. What was the interview about? Who's it with?
That was with, wouldn't you know it, my home state of Oklahoma Live or Oklahoma on, I don't even know what I'm signing up for. I'm just getting booked.
TV, radio?
This is TV, I think. Little spot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did she talk like a news reporter?
Well, she was just backstage, for lack of a better term, and then the guy was just like, "We got Trey Kennedy," and these people, they're just printing stuff. We're all just getting content. It's fine.
Great.
I bet I sold half a book from doing it.
Brick by brick.
I have more funny stories like that on the Patreon. Thanks for all the Patreon. The super recties are.
People really
what are we
like.
up to?
One of the press things I did, a woman was like, "I'm a recty, super recty."
Oh,
Hey.
really?
Yeah, I was like, "Cool." And she asked me unbelievable questions. So there's great press stuff. Thank you. But patreon.com/Trey Kennedy, let me know. I have another update on the special. That's
Jeez.
different. So that's crazy. And I have fun updates on Basic. And I have a funny story about Carl. Have I talked about this public? Carl Lentz.
I have a Carl.
We
I've got
linked.
a little Carl Lentz something
Okay,
for
good.
you. I've
much more.
really enjoyed. If you need just more reasons to join Patreon, here's a few for you. One, we reacted to all of Trey's old vines. It was almost just as bad for me as it was for Trey. It was
Sad I
hard.
missed that.
It was hard to
We
watch.
might have to do some more for Katie. Oh my gosh, because you haven't seen my old vines.
I've seen some of them. I did some deep stalking before. we
Katie,
started
you
dating.
don't trust
Oh,
me.
that's good.
You don't want to see him.
Yeah.
You don't want to see him
That's-
with Trey in the room too.
And I appreciate that. There's one time I went on a date with a girl via the internet, and this was years ago. I was Instagram famous, but this is before anyone ever thought this was cool at all. So dating was a little bit of a strange deal. I know you get it too.
Okay.
You're like, how do you make a living? You're like, well, I do video and I'm
Marketing.
And so I'm very, very much under the assumption any girl I go on a date on is, what do you
Somewhat
do? What do you do?
familiar.
Google.
Yeah.
Google. Oh, this guy. What does this guy got going? Okay. So I got to explain. She's like, no, I didn't. No, I
She
didn't
said,
look
no,
up
I didn't. Never
anything."
looked at your
She's kinda
Instagram.
like, what a psycho move.
Yeah, do a little bit of homework.
Like
I killed her.
for safety, you should just like Google them or something.
Yeah, that's a red flag. Yeah. Or she's a really good liar. Second
Patreon.com/Trey
reason,
Kennedy.
second reason to join the Patreon is Trey said exactly how much Basic made in the first weekend, and I guessed I was only off by $500.
That was impressive.
I'm still riding high off that.
Made me feel good. Yeah. So you get real details on the Patreon. Okay. How long has this been? 45 minutes.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
43.
43?
Yeah.
Can I show you some clips?
He's like, do you have 6 fingers? He just has long fingers. What is dark back there? And he's black. Okay, what do you got for us?
Okay.
We'll do some Shelter Kids segment and some fan videos.
Okay. Well, let's start with just a clip. Derek, you already have it pulled up. I want you to click on it and really press pause, and we're all going to go around and try and guess what happens
Good, great.
next in this
Okay.
video. We've done this
I'm in.
before with the Indian couple
I'm in.
proposing during while having violence,
yes, yes.
and then also dancing. This is like that, but a little different. I just want you to. There's very minimal clues, but I think you guys can get it. All right, so zoom in a little bit. Actually,
Church.
ignore the comments too. Let's try to just look at the.
Yeah, don't look at the comments.
Okay.
Church outfit of the day.
Not quite. So here's your one clue.
CC.
Wait. This is it. This is all I'm getting.
This is all you get. Don't look at the comments.
Don't look at the comments. I'm,
I'm
not
not
looking.
looking, I'm not
Church.
looking.
CCOOTD. So it's not quite outfit of the day.
And you got a man or woman. She's in like a sweater that like David from I don't a bad word S Creek would wear. He's in your typical kind of like pledge of a fraternity fit.
Derek, you have any
The
guesses?
tie. Church CC outfit of the day. Church CCOOTD. That's got to be church outfit of the day. What does CC stand for? I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess. I don't know if this even starts with a C, but I'm going to say Kinky Cousins.
It definitely doesn't start with a C.
Well, they're so inbred that they can't spell.
85% chance they're LDS is what I'm.
Okay, based off his outfit.
Okay.
Church Christian couple outfit of the day.
Christian
That's
couple
a
outfit
good
of the day.
guess.
Okay, all good guesses. Let's go ahead and press play and see the rest of this video.
She has a gun. That's it?
Concealed carry outfit of the day.
Concealed carry. This sweet little blonde girl has a Glock strapped to her belly.
But Is it just her or does he have one too?
I think it's just her. There's very little info out there. She actually never says what CC stands for, but it's got to
like an
be.
attachment to
Concealed
her
carry.
skirt.
Yeah, she should link the harness, link the holster.
I'm upset I didn't get that one.
Yeah, I kind of thought if
I was
anyone.
pretty proud of my guess.
Derek,
I thought we
that
were
was
going in a weird way. Just
She's like,
Man.
if you need to cover your concealed carry, oversized sweater,
Yeah,
basic fall girl.
it's just. I mean, it's wild. Obviously, for a lot of reasons. Like, are you going to church?
Yeah, why
straps,
do you?
man.
Why do you need the gun?
Preaching
there?
the Old Testament that Sunday, man.
I mean,
Strap.
oh, that's not a thin one either. That's
What kind of gun is that, Derek?
I don't know if it's
Is it a Glock?
where the bullets are side by side, making it thicker, or if it's a straight line.
What are we talking with there? Smith and Wesson? I mean, what's how
Zoom in right there, but
Derek?
Yeah,
That's-
church. I mean, what you need
I've
that
got
at
a
church?
Glock in my belly.
I mean, for a while that
I
was
got
a
it.
popular place.
You're right. You're right. It's very sad.
Yeah, you don't know what it's maybe some kind of Southern church and they're doing there's always a sermon series with a catchy name. Glock, Jesus is our Glock.
This is an interesting
Glocks of love.
church-related thing as well. My brother and sister-in-law are going to one of Matt Chandler's churches in Dallas now.
Is this the brother the Christmas tree fell on?
No. But they said that in one of his, from the pulpit, in one of his sermons, he was talking about how, swinging is a sin.
Okay.
And I don't know about you guys. I just feel like I was really shocked that was brought up at the pulpit.
It's like he's for sure doing it. He's like, they'll
No.
they might start having a clue about this. So if I just throw them off.
Get ahead of it.
I don't think
That's
Matt
wrong to
Chandler's
do.
doing that. But
Oh, that's who it was?
yeah, but I feel
wasn't listening.
it must be prevalent enough in his church that he's hearing about it enough to be like, we need to address this.
And then someone pulled out a gun.
No.
Full circle.
Amen.
But I don't know. I was just like, I mean,
Shooting upside down pineapples. Put that up right now.
I don't know. I just feel like that's not a topic I would expect to hear at church.
I have yet to hear
It's
that
nice
sermon.
Yeah.
But it's good to know where he
nice
stands.
to just
I
cover
kind
all
of
your
want to
bases.
go back. I kind of want to go and find it now.
Nice
Listen
to
to
cover
it.
all your bases because people are trying to get to all of them.
It's a red flag to hear your pastor condemn something as a sin that you have never even considered doing.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Your
That's what I'm
pastor's like, all right, waiting till your sister falls asleep and sneaking a kiss is a sin.
Is this it?
Dude.
What? Okay,
crazy.
now that's all I'm thinking about. Don't shake the baby. Don't shake it like why would I wouldn't even cross my mind to do that?
Yeah.
Eva
That's so
smiled. She
funny.
thought that was funny.
Oh, thanks. Okay, do you have another clip for us?
I got a lot this week. Whatever we don't get to, we can go on Patreon.
All right,
But
give
this
us
is
one more, and
This is
then
a
we'll,
good clip week. Katie, I want to get your thoughts. And your thoughts while you're holding Eva. I think this is, Derek, you want to click on the female empowerment one? Empowerment's probably not the right word. I titled that, but I just saw this.
Or pro-female podcast.
Yep. See what you think of this.
Having a wife that works for somebody else, that means somebody can pick up the phone and tell your wife to be somewhere, which means they have more control and more influence over your wife than you do. I wouldn't like that at all, which is why I told my wife, you don't need to work. My wife can go if she wants to go. She's not going to go because she has to go. She's not going to go because you told her to go. You're not going to have that much power or influence over my wife, period. Having a wife.
Well, why
Pretty
do you
cool,
think that
huh?
I just podcast with my husband?
Yep. She had a job before, and she got fired because I was constantly on the phone with her boss. Like, you don't tell my wife what to do.
Yeah.
I do.
That
I do.
was terrifying.
I think that's the main point of the message is that your wife is going to be someone's property.
Yeah,
Make her
that's
yours.
Right.
That's exactly what he was saying.
Dude, I love
How and he's just like
this
sitting there
content.
smoking a cigar. Like,
It's like, how do you even come up with it? I said it never even crossed my mind. Like, wait, some other guy's telling her what to do. Dang it.
How did I lose her?
As if, so clearly he's telling his wife what to do.
I would guess.
That's not really how our marriage works, where like Trey just like tells me what to do.
It sounds like
I'm
he's
definitely like the leader, right?
Yeah, he tells you to remove the Christmas tree, and then you tell him to remove the Christmas tree.
Yeah. So
No, I tell you what to do. Wouldn't I?
like what?
No, you're
Like what?
you're intimidated by me, right?
I feel like that's not the right word you should use for your spouse. Intimidated by?
Yeah, because
You're in charge.
I'm in charge.
Are you best friends with this guy?
You just point at Derek.
I just signed up for his.
I mean, I know Derek liked that video clip, so
Katie, what's for dinner? What's for dinner?
I have no idea.
Well,
Sorry.
I'd like beef stroganoff.
Never made it.
I guess you're gonna learn.
Good thing my aunt is here. She actually just walked in upstairs, so she can
Ooh.
make that for you.
You could go boss her around.
So you're gonna tell her?
You have to. Now you're
Listen,
scared.
Dang it.
It didn't go
didn't
great.
work, no.
It didn't go great on camera.
She's just kind of ignoring me.
Oh,
He seems preoccupied.
Beef
a little
stroganoff.
preoccupied.
Dang. Be sick. I don't even really want that. Let's get to some segments.
Great.
And wow, this has been so fun. Katie, everyone's so glad you're back in the studio. And I'm excited for you to direct my vines. Because I feel we were cringing because we're all dudes, but I feel like she might get a little turned on by
Oh my gosh.
a couple of them. Do you think?
I think that
'Cause it
after
was
you
me,
just
I
said
was
that
doing
statement,
some-
I will not.
You ever heard someone sing "Take Me Out to the Ball game," but like sensually?
You did that?
Straight into the camera. All 6 seconds. Like probably an octave higher than you've
Did you
ever
hear
heard it.
She was like,
I said,
Give her a little preview.
"What? 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out
that was an actual
at the
vine.
old ball game."
Eva, don't listen.
What'd you think?
Yeah, that's what did it for me.
Jake, what's today's date?
November 4th.
Katie, what was her birthday again?
You should
September
know.
23rd.
Nope.
What's the time frame between those two dates, Derek?
Exactly 6 weeks.
Her birthday was not September 23rd. So that's first of all.
Okay, so time out really quick. Oh my gosh, no, she got it wrong. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh,
We have a new mother getting her own daughter's birthday wrong.
no.
We're now cutting
What do you
live.
think it was? What'd you think it was?
25th, her due date. I got those confused.
We are cutting live to the worst mother we found in recent memory. There she is, folks.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Oh no.
I was about to be really humble and be like,
Dang, I
guys,
guess
we have to talk about this because I would bet my life that's her birthday. And I can't believe I have it wrong, but no.
I would bet my life.
Oh.
Woo. Wow. Man. It is weird to remember another birthday. You don't think about it with your kid. I got him down.
Well, it does get a little, not that it's, well, clearly I'm struggling with memory.
Okay,
but
yeah.
Thomas was due on the 23rd and was born on the 28th.
Right. Yeah, no, everyone
She's born
has
on
your
the
back.
23rd. They
Let's get
don't.
to some segments.
They don't. Wait.
Shelter kid moment.
Wait, yeah, sorry, we're going to segment. What'd you have?
I
Something to add?
just wanted to say that I
Okay.
haven't been to the doctor yet. So
All right. Sam writes in, Shelter Kid moment. Said I grew up homeschooled. Oh, that's redundant.
Okay.
So we were always part of co-ops, which is homeschool groups for the unsheltered, is what he calls it.
Okay, yeah.
There's one in particular that was insane. It was 7th grade, and there was this girl in my class. She had a crush on me. I did not feel the same way back. One day in technology class, just technology.
Let's learn it.
turn it on. Which he does describe. It was just taking apart old CD, DVD players, and anything else. So I needed a knife. She let me use hers, and
she had it concealed under her church outfit.
For sure. Oh, I got a knife. What a co-op flirting. Someone have a knife to take apart the DVD player? I have several. And he says I accidentally sliced my finger open. So I don't, whatever that means.
Yep.
Fast forward, 8th grade. Next year, I start going to public school.
I like that this is a part of the story.
Yes.
Slicing.
It's spring, so it's been almost a year since I saw this girl. I get a package in the mail with no return address on my birthday. It's the knife that I sliced my finger with.
Oh.
My mom swears she never gave out her address, so we don't know how we got it.
This is like some Twilight stuff.
Dude, that is crazy.
Vampire.
2 years later, 11th grade, I take my girlfriend at the time to Chick-fil-A. This is great. Guess who's behind the counter? That girl from the co-op.
Knife girl.
I figured it had been 4 years, so obviously we can laugh about the past and it'll be fine, right?
This is great.
Well, when I get up to the counter, it was just me, and we catch up. She tells me how her family's doing good. Everyone's good. Then my girlfriend returned. Immediately, the girl got an angry look on her face and stopped all conversation.
She pulled out the knife.
She stole it from her.
Fast forward even further. I'm 19, a freshman
This
in
is
college.
amazing.
And I'm working at a funeral home. One day, there's a funeral, and I'm standing at the door greeting people. The girl's mom comes in. I recognized her from the co-op, and we start talking. She introduced me to her husband, who I had heard crazy things about. Too much to go into right now.
He used to live in a house with one couch.
And they go inside. In the middle of the service, he walks out and starts walking around the lobby. He comes up to me.
Wait, he walked out of a funeral?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Small talking me. Then out of nowhere goes, hey, so you're the guy my daughter talks about all the time. She's got a boyfriend, but he hasn't proposed yet. So if you want to marry her, you have my blessing. Oh. We had not been around each other since 7th grade. 7 years. That's how it was for.
You have my blessing.
I said no, and he stabbed me.
What?
That's real, folks. You get in that homeschool world, you don't know.
I can't believe that this guy listens to our podcast. I am enamored by you. I want to listen to your podcast.
Tell us more, Sam.
I mean, what did
Tell
you
us
do
more.
to her in the 7th grade to really
You rizzed her up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what did you look like?
get a lot of charm?
Did you develop early?
You gave her the Riz fit? You ever seen the Rizzler?
No.
He was on Fallon.
Yeah.
I saw the Rizzler. You don't know the boo? We bring the boo! You haven't seen these guys?
Double chocolate chunk cookie.
No.
And a chicken bake. Double chunk chocolate cookie. Derek, pull this
This
up.
is supposed to be Riz?
She has to see this.
Not exactly.
We bring
Okay.
the boom. This story from Sam deserves how many booms?
double boom.
Boom! Boom! They're on Fallon. Doing
Because
this.
of that.
Because of
And I
that.
saw
Wow.
the top comment just said, I work 60 hours a week. It killed me.
Hey, who ate my double chunk chocolate cookie?
It wasn't me, it was him.
It wasn't me, it was him. Whoever it was better make me another double chunk chocolate cookie.
Start with your single chunk chocolate cookie mix.
So they go around.
One stick
Derek,
of
we gotta
salt
find
and
the
butter.
dance.
One egg.
This is a
Wait.
cooking video.
I
Go to
was-
the double
They
chunk
have their own
chocolate-
song.
We bring the boom song.
I was absolutely expecting a 20-year-old, not.
Well, he's got a son, Big Justice.
Big Justice. And a wife. What?
We
Wife.
bring the boom. That's what we do.
That's Big
We bring
Justice.
the boom.
That's
We bring the
the
boom
sister.
to you. We bring the boom.
The
We bring the
Rizzler.
boom to everyone. We bring the boom.
That's
Your
AJ.
favorite father and son.
Sometimes the mom. All right.
We'll be bring.
So these guys, they got famous just going to Costco eating the chicken bacon, the double chunk chocolate cookie.
NFL players are doing that dance.
Yeah. And now, yeah, you've been in a hole. We understand. I'm explaining this. A lot's happened. And they go on foul. They go everywhere. Just going, we bring the boom. Double chunk chocolate cookie.
That's it.
He says that over and over again.
And the Rizzler does what?
The
How old is
Rizzler's
his
he?
other little boy.
Not his son. Some other little
Oh.
boy they picked up along the way.
Oh.
And he just mews and makes the Rizzler face.
It's very odd. I
That
don't-
wasn't his son in the video. It was just another random little boy.
The Rizzler's not. Rizzler,
Wow.
there's theories that he doesn't even have parents. Like
Oh,
he
wow.
didn't come from parents. He's
Wow.
He's a
Okay.
mythical creature
Oh.
that he just rizzes everyone.
He's like a griffin or a...
Well, I have been in a hole, huh? Okay.
double chunk chocolate cookie. And every time they come up, I watch it. Do you do this?
The song gets me. Yeah. The song
and it's like
hooks me in. It's
we're
brain
like
rot.
Trump, Kamala. It's like this feels like a bigger issue. That why do we all want to watch this?
Why are they
have
found?
we descended this much as a humanity?
It's something about the way the dad looks.
They've got an ability of looking through you. The whole family has the same look.
They're
him and his wife could be the same person.
It's kind of like an attractive Italian, but almost like cartoon where like features are enhanced. Like their jaw is too big.
The way they look.
Their cheeks are too big. Some hair is too good. Something's up.
It's just crazy. You know, it's like new Netflix show dropped. They spent 5 years making it, and it cost $500 million to make. I was like, I'd rather just scroll Rizzler videos.
Yeah.
I don't know what that says about me or us.
I can't believe you haven't seen it, Katie.
Double chunk chocolate cookie. It's just fun to say. Try it.
I'm good. It's kind of scaring.
Would you do it on Patreon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm amazed at how different. This is another reminder. Like Rachel and I's algorithms, like we just follow such different people. Like even just like Jason Kelsey getting harassed, throw someone's cell phone down. I thought after 24 hours everyone had seen that. Rachel still hadn't seen it. Like, how have you seen this, Katie? It's been like 4 days now at this point.
I've seen 20 POVs.
Yep. Yes.
To be fair,
they could do no wrong. He
I
just
haven't
took a
opened
kid's phone
TikTok.
and slammed it on the ground, and everyone's like, "That was awesome." Yeah, is that crazy?
It is.
What kind of? How do you elevate to that space?
Well,
you have to. You got to earn it.
You got to earn it. He earned it.
Like 15 years, no controversy. You're allowed to slam one cell phone down.
And it is. It's cool that he is being praised. He's being harassed by college kids. They're mouthing him,
filming him
in
in his
just
face.
grabbed his phone and spiked it on the ground, and people are like, "That was awesome." And I hope we get more of that for the crazy famous people.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we can do more of just paparazzi. You just knock one out,
Okay, that's.
and we can be like, "Good," because that's annoying.
Yeah. The assault would be tricky, but just damaging their property, that's fun.
Taking the camera and slamming it on the ground.
Yeah.
That'd
And
be
then
cool.
all you have to do is just repay the camera, worst case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Conciliation court. The attorneys.
Laura wrote in Shelter Kid moment. Hey Trey, Jake, Katie, and family man, I love the pod. My husband and I are in stitches, laughing every week. Wanted to share a shelter moment from childhood. Now I'm sheltering my 3-year-old at Halloween. My husband and I were at a restaurant with our 2 daughters when the song "Raise a Little Hell" by Trooper came on. How does that song go?
No idea.
No idea.
We bring the heck.
Who's Trooper?
Double chunk chocolate torture. And a chicken knife. She likes it.
She's trying to sleep, and you keep saying.
I told my husband that I
That's-
used to go to my brother's hockey games, and they would play this song when the whistle blew. Oh, sure. That's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Raise a little with my friends. I feel like I'm combining 2 songs.
Play a little bit more of it, Derek.
Is the song still playing?
I've never heard this.
That sounds familiar. Okay.
No.
So you hear it. I told him
Sounds like my kind of song.
I told him that I used to think they were saying, "Raise the little lamb, raise the little lamb, raise the little lamb," thinking it was an upbeat classic rock worship song. He died laughing. I couldn't wait to share with you guys. We drove home and my daughter saw some blow-up Halloween decorations on our neighbor's lawn, a witch in a brewing pot, and a mummy. She asked what they were, and my response was to say, like, "That's a green lady in a bowl of soup and a little boy covered in toilet paper." She continued to ask me why green ladies like soup so much. I guess you can take the girl out of the shelter, but you can't take the shelter out of the girl. Love you guys. From Canada. Hey.
Hey.
Keep making the world a better place, sharing your humor. From Laura, the sheltered mommy.
Can you play the song?
Raise a little lamb, raise a little
Yeah,
lamb.
I want to hear it one more time and see if I can.
Lamb. I love little lamb, raise a little lamb.
It's hard to hear lamb in there.
It is hard to hear lamb.
That's a stretch, Laura. What are the rest of the lyrics is what I want to know. Raise a little, I'm actually, I put in lamb.
I can't find this song.
Is that by Frank Wildhorn?
Trooper?
Trooper.
Yeah, Trooper.
Who in the world is Frank?
I'm
Trooper, okay.
intrigued by Frank Wildhorn, though.
The song is almost only these lyrics, but the other lyrics are, if you don't like what you got, why don't you change it? If your world is screwed up, then rearrange it. That could pass.
Bars.
Very good.
If you don't like what you see, why don't you fight it? If you know there's something wrong, why don't you write it?
This is like a January 6th song. This is a
Rise
up.
In the end, it comes down to your thinking, and there's really nobody to blame. When it feels like your ship is sinking and you're too tired to play the game, nobody's going to help you. You've just got to stand up alone and dig in your heels and see how it feels to raise a little lamb of your own.
No one's going to raise a lamb with you. It's going to have to be your lamb. I get it.
Yeah, I wonder how she balanced the theology there at the end, where it's like
Yeah,
you're
the
going to
end
be
is a little
alone, and no one can make Jesus
Help
die
you.
for you, but you.
This is on you.
Yeah, maybe they have different theology than us.
Okay, we might have to push fan videos to the Patreon. Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
What a fun episode. You guys hanging in there?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to bounce.
But you're going to be part of the Patreon. I mean, well, let
it's-
me put it this way. I command you.
Nice. Works.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
see ya.
All right, we see you on the Patreon. Love you guys. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Correct opinions. Correct opinions.